Hello and welcome to Expats Everywhere. If you could tell us your name, where you're from, and a little about yourself.
Hi, my name is Esther. I'm from Madrid, Spain, and I have just finished studying journalism here in Madrid.
What countries have you worked in?
I have basically worked in the United States and here in Spain.
Okay, what's it like working in the U.S.? What part of the U.S. were you in?
I did the Disney College program in Florida, and it was basically a lot of fun. It's something I recommend to anyone young.
How did you get the job at the Disney College?
Basically, it all works through your college. Your college has to have an agreement with Disney, and they work everything through for you.
Cool. What was the visa process like? Was that difficult, or did your company really help you out?
The company and your home college work it all for you. You do have to go through an interview, and you have to pass an English exam, but then they do all the work paper for you, basically.
What did a typical day look like at work?
I worked at vacation planning at Epcot, so I had always early shifts. I used to get up really early. I shared a room with another Disney worker, and then I had this Disney route to the park, worked for either 6 or 8 hours, went back home, and then I had free time to go to the parks or do whatever I wanted to do.
Cool, so it sounds like a pretty fun job.
It was a pretty fun job with a lot of benefits. You know a lot of young people. It's a good thing to do if you're young, you're looking to have some fun. It's a good option.
Well, how much can someone expect to earn at a job like this?
It depends a little bit on the role, but you basically make around $9 an hour, which is, I believe, not a lot. It can get up to $1,300 a month, something like that. But then you have some benefits working for Disney. Like, for example, you get a very cheap house rent, so it helps a little bit.
How much money do you think that people need to start up if they're moving there?
Well, in my case, I had to pay up to 10,000 euros because of the flights, health insurance. It came up to that, 10,000 euros. You get back a little bit from that, from your work, but you do need to have that amount to start with the project.
Why do you need so much money to start?
So you do have to pay for your flights, your health insurance, and also for your tuition fees for your home college, as well as your college in the United States, which in my case was University of California in Riverside. That was the college I worked things with.
Going back to how much you make per hour, you said that you can make around $1,300 per month.
Yeah.
Per month or per week?
Per month.
Per month. Do you think that this is enough money to live on? And if it is, what kind of lifestyle are you living?
Well, it is enough money if you get some help or you have the savings to pay that initial amount you have to pay. If you do have to get that money back, you can have a hard time. But if you don't, then you get enough money to live comfortably and also to travel a little bit, which is basically what most people are looking forward to.
What does a monthly budget look like? What can we expect to pay for housing, to pay for utilities, groceries, nights out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this is that you live in Disney property, so I paid $112 a week for housing and all type of utilities, which is very good. And then I also had like $100 budget for food, and everything else is, if you wanted to travel or go out, party, that was on yourself.
How should someone pack, and what's the weather like in Florida? So you're from Spain, so how should someone from Spain pack, or someone from Europe pack if they're moving to Florida?
Well, Basically, there is no winter. It is summer-like all year long, so you need to bring summer clothing. It gets really hot over there, but it's also rainy, so you want to bring your umbrella, and if you do have some shoes that work for rain, that as well.
What are some things that people from Spain should bring if they're moving to Florida? Things that you can't find in the US that they need to bring from their home country?
Well, you're for sure gonna miss food, but I guess you cannot really bring that from your home country. So I guess just get used to it and enjoy your stay in the States.
What were some things that you missed?
I really missed tapas and I don't know, like fresh food, fish and meat, like go to a grocery shop and see the whole piece of the whole animal and then choose what you wanted to buy. You don't really get that, but it's not so bad. You get another thing.
Okay, so switching gears, let's talk about safety. How safe did you feel in Florida, and can you tell us any episodes you might have had?
Yeah. Well, working for Disney is a huge responsibility when it comes to safety. They really focus on that. And you do feel you have a part on that because you have to be really cautious. Let security know if you see something weird. So you do feel safe, but also you feel you have to work on it. Like it's not for free. And for someone from Europe, being in the States, it feels kind of weird to know that anyone can can have a gun. Also, if you are gonna work for Disney with the Disney College program in Florida, you're probably gonna live in Orlando, and you're probably gonna party, for example, really near to Pulse, this place where the whole terrorist attack went on. So it's gonna be weird sensation. You're really gonna work and focus on safety, but you're gonna have the feeling you're not 100% safe, probably.
Okay. How do you meet people, and what do you do for fun?
Well, you have a lot of opportunities to meet people that takes no work. Really, you're gonna live, if you live in Disney property, you're gonna live with a shared room with another people like you, young from different countries. So it's gonna be really easy to make friends.
Can you tell us what is healthcare like? Did you have healthcare?
No, I had to hire my own health insurance. So what I would recommend if you come from Europe, you know, you have some time of, I don't know, illness or pain that you usually get, bring with yourself some medicines because it's going to be useful, since going to the hospital is it's kind of difficult. Even if you do have a health insurance, it sometimes just makes it easy to get your own medicines.
Do you think that Florida is a good travel hub for the rest of the country and also for other parts of the world?
Yeah, well, if you're a big Disney fan or Harry Potter fan or something like that, sure. Like that's a unique place in the world to go to the Disney theme parks or Universal Studios. If you're more into nature or cities, probably it's not the best place to visit.
Let's talk about the pros and cons. What are the pros and cons of living in Orlando, Florida, and then also the program that you did?
Well, the pros are clearly the great opportunity you get to live in a foreign country, travel around, and meet people like you that just want to have some fun and make good friends from all over the world. That is the clearer pro. And the cons, I'd say, you have to make a break in your studying years, which is worth it in my opinion, but you do have to count that it's going to be 6 months you're taking off from college, and also you're going to get homesick, I guess, at some point, but it's totally worth it.
Esther, thank you so much for spending time with us here at Expats Everywhere and explaining your time in Orlando.
My pleasure.